Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of the Jane Warren podcast. I am going to be chatting with you today all about how I made my vision board, my reality. I shared a bunch about this on my social media, and you've been talking to me. You've been talking to me about it. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to come on here. I'm going to share with you more details on how I made my vision board my reality and absolutely how you can do the same. Because if it's possible for me, it's possible for you too. So, you ready for this? Are you ready to maybe change things up for yourself in 2024? Do you have hopes and dreams? Do you have things that you would love to happen? You must. You must. And if you don't, it's time that you do because you've got one life. So we need to make sure that you're getting the most out of it and you're making shit happen for yourself because that's exactly what I did. And it's pretty freaking amazing. It's really amazing. I'm so excited to share this with you. So let's dive in. How does one go about making their dreams their reality? How did I make my vision board my reality? Well, firstly, I made a vision board. And why did I do this? I made a vision board, firstly, as well, because I was instructed and shown the possibilities that can happen when you start to put what you want out into the universe. I was working with a coach that encouraged us to create vision boards. And maybe you're listening and you're like, what the heck is a vision board? What is this? Well, a vision board is really some type of board. Mine was a file in Canva where I pulled and put together a bunch of photos that really resonated with the things that I dream about. So they were things that I wanted to happen in my life, and I found images that represented that. And what this really does is when you start to pull together all these amazing images of the things that you want, you start to feel a certain way. Let me tell you, when I was searching beach villas, when I was searching these beautiful villas, because my business is remote, I can do my business from anywhere. So I fully intended on, taking my business and being able to work from a villa and taking more vacations and staying in beautiful villas and just looking at those images. I felt so good. It made me feel calm. It made me feel free. It made me feel the feelings that I want to feel as my future self, that I want to feel when my dreams have come true. And it starts to actually get you to feel those right now, which is part of the first step in manifesting anything. So, really, with a vision board, you've got your vision board, right? And what this is doing is you are telling the universe, you're telling the higher power, you're telling whoever, whatever it is you believe in, you're telling it what you want. When you put that out there, you're claiming it. It can be yours. You're telling it what you want. And now, something to note, if you're like, okay, great. Oh my God, Jane made her vision board her reality. She's saying I can too. I'm going to make my vision board right now. Amazing. Here's what I want you to know when it comes to your vision board is that you don't always have to be so tied specifically to the types of photos that you're picking or the types of things. It doesn't have to be so specific. You can be if you want to. But what I found for myself is I chose things that really inspired me, that really captured what I felt I wanted. And what's amazing is that I wasn't tied to a specific outcome being exactly like it was in the photo. It was more so there to show that this is something that I want. This is what I want in my reality. And let me tell you, not being tied to a specific outcome was really important for me because it opened me up to be able to receive that in many different ways. So I wasn't like, oh, I thought this was going to happen like this. So yeah, no, this isn't what I wanted. Now, actually, as I reflect back, and I'll go over in a bit all the things that actually happened for me, but as I reflect back, I'm like, wow, I look at my vision board, I'm like, this is really cool because this happened. And at the time, I might have imagined the situation a little bit different. I might have imagined things rolling out a bit differently, but I'm here for it now. I'm here for it, living my dreams. It's absolutely amazing. It needs to be as well a fun activity for you. So if you feel called to do this, if you feel called to, finally claim what you want, to create this beautiful vision board for yourself that you can look at, that you can be inspired by, that might help inspire some creativity inside you. If you feel drawn to do that, do it. And don't have it be a chore. Make sure that this is going to be something fun for you because this should be fun. This is your dreams. I mean, there's no limit. The only limit that we have is the one we put on ourselves, right? Our only limit is really our mind. So when you're creating this, nothing is too big for you. Absolutely nothing. Dream big. Seriously. Dream so big that it scares you. And so let's go through this now. So I'm telling you, first step here, we got to get you thinking about it. We got to get you dreaming. You need to put it out into the universe. You need to create your board. Okay. Create it. Step number one. You've got your board now. You've got your board. Amazing. Now what? Now what? You need to hold on to faith, a belief that it's going to happen for you. And let me tell you, the creation of the vision board is the fun part. That's like the real fun part. Having faith and belief that everything or like the things that you have on there are actually going to happen for you. Ooh, that can be hard. That can be real hard. And let me tell you, that is where the work comes in. Okay. This is why, growing, right? Personal growth is honestly a daily journey. This is why shifting your mindset, shifting your belief systems is a daily practice. So holding on to faith that what you want is going to happen is going to take work. It's going to take work in your mind, okay? And get ready, buckle up, because you must be ready to put in that work. And I'm not trying to scare you here. I'm just trying to be real because I can tell you that my lack of belief is the reason why for so long my vision board was just a vision board. Nothing happened. I didn't make it my reality. And the reason why is because the way I was talking to myself was not aligned to the things I wanted. So if you think about this, your vision board that you create is a representation of who you want to become. Because you're not going to make a vision board of the things you have now. So whatever it is you're putting into your vision board, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as someone that's got dreams and goals that you want to happen, your vision board is a representation of who you want to be, of your future self. You are not her. You are not him. You are not they right now, right? So it can be challenging on a daily basis to always believe that these things are going to happen because you're not there yet. And these things, are stretching you. So what happens when we're stretched, when we are, trying something new, when we're stepping outside our comfort zone? You know what happens? Those sneaky little fears and doubts creep into your mind and they try to stop you. They try to tell you, oh, no, 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 don't go for that. You'll never get that. What? No, this isn't for you. You tried that before and it didn't work. Oh, there's just way too much competition out there. It ain't going to happen. You're never going to succeed in what you want. You're not worthy of this. You deserve the shitty pile that you have right now. These are things that your mind might be saying to you. And if your mind is saying those things, well, let me tell you, it is going to be very challenging, very, very challenging to hold on to the faith. So again, here I'm trying to share with you the path and journey that I took to make my vision board my reality, the journey that so many incredible people take every single day. So it's more than just the board. The board is key because the board helps you visualize. And if you can't visualize what you want, then what the fuck are you doing? You're not doing anything because you're not even thinking about what you want. So the vision board is step one. Step two, we need to hold on to faith. And when you're not holding on to faith, you got to work on your beliefs. You need to work on your self-talk. You need to start making that self-talk more positive. It takes the exact same amount of power and energy to think a negative thought as it does a positive. So why the heck are we always thinking so freaking negatively? It's just so much easier to think negatively. And it's almost like, why? Why do we put ourselves through this? Honestly, why? Why? What are we so afraid of? Why are we so afraid of having what we want? Why do we talk ourselves out of this? This is just what happens. This is what we're accustomed to do. This is an interesting thing. And Claire Gardner, who I've got a number of things we're working on together in 2024, Claire said something so amazing, and it's so true. Imagine this. Imagine that, so you make your vision board. You hold on to faith. I mean, there's one more step before you become afraid, which I'm going to get into, and so it really also plays a key part in you making your vision board your reality. But imagine this. Imagine like it really does happen for you. Do you know how few people actually allow themselves to have their dreams? Do you know how uncommon this is? It's not common because people would rather just live out their shitty, unhappy life. But I want something better for you. I'm telling you, something better is out there for you. It is. Do not accept status fucking quo, okay? Do not, man, this episode is getting juicy. I got all the words coming out today. But for real, like I want to drive this home for you because I need you to know I am no different from you. Let me say that again. I am no different from you. Yes, we are all unique beings. You know this. You know I believe in that. We're all unique. We all bring different things. But I'm no superwoman. I don't have special powers. My special power is my mind. You have one too. You have the power to shift your thinking. And you have the power to shift your thinking from negative to positive. And this is what we need to get you to start doing. And the more you start to hold on to that faith, start to have that belief in yourself, the more you have that, the more you'll take the next step, which is a crucial part in making your vision board your reality. And that's to start aligning your actions with what you want. So You've got your board. You know what you want. Amazing. You want all these incredible things. So good. So, so good. I see it for you. I see it for you. It can happen for you. You want it all. And so great. But when you're taking action in life, when you're doing the shit, when you're making shit happen, are your choices aligned to the things that you want? You feel me? So let's just say you want more flexibility in your career. Okay. So let's just say in my case, because this aligns to me, in my case, I want more flexibility in my career. I want to be able to take my work anywhere. And for me, flexibility in my career means that my business is virtual. So I can take it wherever I go because travel is a big part of what I want and it's important to me. So I want to be able to take my work anywhere. So let me see. If I were to accept a job, let's say, and it's not hybrid or it's not remote, sorry. If I were to accept a job that's not remote and I have to be in person, let's say in Toronto, I have to be in person. Well, how might I feel after I get into that? You know? And is that really aligned to what I really want? Inevitably, no, like, no. So, not every single choice you make is necessarily going to be able to align to what you want. You may have to make choices in life that may not feel as aligned. But what I want you to start thinking about and start doing is saying no to the things that aren't aligned. Really evaluate your life. Do an audit, evaluate it. Think about this is what I want. What in my life is preventing me from having that right now? And what types of things do I need to start doing? The whole point in visualization is visualization thoughts. So you're visualizing something, you're thinking about something. It triggers feelings in you. And you know this if you've been listening to this podcast, and maybe it's your first episode, so thank you for listening. Here's the thing. You act based off how you feel. So you have a thought. We're encouraging you, remember, switch those thoughts to more positive, thinking that you can do it, thinking that whatever you want on your vision board is possible for you. You're worthy, you're deserving, you're stepping into your next level, and it's a good thing. And you're feeling amazing. You're like, wow, I feel empowered. I feel excited. I'm motivated. If you are actively having good thoughts and feeling those feelings, you're going to be more likely to take action on things that are on your vision board. For real. Because you're feeling better. You're going to take better action. So you're more likely to take actions. And then when you take those actions and you're feeling good, you're more likely to align them to what you really want. You feel me? Okay, so that was a lot. Here's the thing. It's right now. This is coming out. This episode's on December 25th. So for those that celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everyone. Here's the thing. This December, I find, is a very reflective month. And this whole, I turned my vision board into my reality came to be because I don't look at my vision board every day. So my vision board I made in Canva, I saved the file to my computer and I don't look at it every day. Sometimes people find it beneficial. You can put it as your desktop background. You could print it off. You could make a physical version. There's so many ways in which you can do it. But in my case, I didn't look at it every single day. I knew what was on it. I knew what I wanted. I very clearly knew what I wanted. And the beautiful thing is I reflected back and I was like, whoa, okay, this is interesting. So on my vision board, let's start with some simple things because then I'm reminded of it right now. As I'm sitting in my office space, So I have a 1-bedroom apartment in Toronto. It's the main floor of a house. So basically, I knew I wanted a better workspace. And I used to have a virtual fitness business. So my kitchen, in my eyes, was always my workout space, my home workout space. I didn't really think of it as an office space. And I used to work at this tiny little corner in my room. I had a picture on my vision board. I had some pictures of like home offices, bright offices, and like sit stand desks. So I now have a sit stand desk in my bright kitchen. And I created this office space that I love working in. And that was on my board. Another thing that was on my board was someone standing in a leather jacket in front of a boardroom table filled with people. And there's been numerous occasions this year where I held in-person workshops that were held in boardrooms for a table filled with people, a room filled with people, where I was standing at the front of that table presenting multiple times this year. I had simple things on there where in terms of leveling up how I felt in some clothing and business clothing. And, I put it out there, the things that I wanted, and those things showed up for me. And they showed up in my life because I was getting in a higher vibe energy. I was getting in my boss ass entrepreneur energy. And I was going out, and when I'd go through the mall or go shopping, these articles of clothing were showing up that made me feel like a freaking boss. I had another thing on my board, which was about wanting like more speaking opportunities and, online Zoom screen completely filled with people. And, I've spoken in a previous episode on how I manifested the Thrive Summit opportunity. And, as I look at my vision board, it's like, this is what I wanted. I never even imagined it at the scale of being a part of a summit that's broadcast to 13 countries. I didn't even know that scale was possible when I made this board. But it is. And, what I wanted of, being on this virtual summit with all of these people is happening. It's just absolutely amazing. And I took more trips. I had simple things like a sauna on there. And I went to multiple spas in the last 6 months because that's something I want. That's something in my dream life I do frequently. I go to Othership here in Toronto, a sauna and ice bath place every month. I bought a membership. So, the scale of these things can be so small. And I think it's important to pay attention. Like, open up your eyes to the things that are happening all the time. And I can tell you as well, I had quotes on my vision board that were all about ease and flow, that were all about feeling calm, feeling peaceful, feeling harmony in my life, balance. And these types of words were important to me. And this is how I wanted to be feeling, because when I made my vision board, I was feeling scarcity mindset. I was afraid. I was feeling like a failure. I was hustle and grinding every day, all day. And I knew there had to be a better way. I didn't want to feel that way. And now I just realized this like recently. It's like, wow, I have cultivated and created a more calm life. And how did I do this? Well, firstly, I create order in my mind at the beginning of the day. I made a point, even though I picked up a new contract for work that has me working, up to 30 hours a week. I picked up a new contract. I'm working 30 hours a week. Even with that, I have accomplished so many other amazing things in my business, and I still manage to feel calm on a daily basis. That's basically my benchmark, like feeling calm. And I will do whatever it takes to feel calm every day. And this comes in with getting in tune with yourself. Like, how that's a good thing to think about when you make your vision board. How do you want to be feeling as you're dreaming about your stuff that you really want to happen for you? How does that make you feel, and how do you want to feel? Because you can start getting yourself into those feelings a lot easier than you think. For example, anyone that follows me on Instagram knows I love nature, right? If you're listening to me too on this, I talk about nature. I talk about how much I love it, getting outside. And I know that being in nature, watching, catching the sunrise, looking at how beautiful the sky is, watching the sunset, this stuff lights me right up. It makes me so freaking happy, and it makes me feel calmer. It's like being out in nature, down by the water, cruising around, chilling, going for a walk, getting the fresh air. It just makes me feel so good. And it makes me feel so calm, and it gives me the balance that I need. So when you know how you want to feel, you can start getting yourself to feel that way now. You just need to think, okay, I want to feel, calmer. What makes me feel calm? Maybe you want to be more active. What makes you feel more active? You want to feel successful. Where in your life have you felt successful? What were you doing? Start doing those things now. And get real with yourself. Get real, okay? Real with yourself. We ain't messing around here. This ain't for you making your vision board your reality if you don't actually want it to happen, okay? And beyond wanting it to happen, you need to be ready to make it happen. And you need to be ready for things to start getting really freaking good for you. And you're not going to sabotage it. You're going to be excited about it. And yes, as I mentioned, your vision board is a future version of yourself. So as you're starting to take action on these things, it can be scary. It can be real scary because you're stepping into a new version of yourself. And let me tell you, it doesn't matter how experienced you are, you continue to feel, you'll continue to feel some of this fear. And I think this is really where one other piece is quite important, is making sure that you've got someone, a friend, someone that you can reach out to, and you can share, if you want, some of your dreams, some of your goals, a community, even better. A community that is going to see these things happening for you, where other people have big dreams and you're encouraging them and they're encouraging you. This stuff, having the community, having that support. I know for me, when I originally made my first vision board ever, the community was huge because they believed in me before I believed in me. And they kept me on track. They kept that belief, when I had fears and doubts, and reminded me of all the greatness that I was doing. And, this is a big reason why Claire Garner and I are starting a mastermind coming in January. It's going to come in 2024. And we're creating this mastermind because we want to help elevate others. We want to help elevate other amazing entrepreneurs that have big dreams, that have goals for 2024, and still, don't have that community, that tribe, that support that you really want. We're going to provide that for you. to help you take action. Because look, we're taking action on big shit too, and it scares us too. But together, all of us together, taking incredible action, collaborating, helping one another is going to be incredible. Because I know how important communities were to me in accomplishing, making shit happen, in making my vision board my reality. So, what I want you to take away from this here is you can absolutely make your dreams come true. And the way to do that is first, allow yourself to dream, allow yourself to visualize what you really want. Put it down, create a vision board, create something that is going to help you visualize what it is that you want, that's going to help you get into the feeling. So start to feel how it feels to have what you want. You need to hold on to the faith. Believe in yourself. This is the work, remember. Believe in yourself. Hold on to that faith that it's going to happen. And start aligning your actions to what you want. Listen, 2024 is going to be an incredible year. I know it's going to be mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Pick up this energy here. Take this energy I'm giving to you, because there is no reason why 2024 can't be an incredible year for you. It's going to be one. So make the choice today. Choose to make your dreams your reality.